We're live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending upon who you are, where you are, when you're tuning in. I'm going to take just a couple of minutes here to wait for Instagram to notify everyone that we're here live. And while we're doing that, let me just say to you, you'll notice that the topic today is, hey Rich, is Richa, hopefully I said that right, is past or present. And we're going to talk more about that and what I mean by that. Hey, Sandy, good to see you. In just a couple of minutes. But let me ask you a few questions. Why do you do what you do? Now, you could give me a whole variety of answers. You could say, well, I do what I do because I choose to do this, or I do what I do because that's what I want to do. There's a whole lot of different answers you could give. But the fact is that you most probably, unless you're highly unusual, you most probably don't know why you do what you do. You don't know why you react the way you react. You don't know why you feel the way you feel. And so I'd like to talk a little bit about that today in a short amount of time that we have here, because I know you're busy. And the topic again is past or present. Now, here's the bottom line. Most people's lives is nothing more than a reflection of the past unfolding once again. Do you follow me on that? Now, let me explain that to you, or let me repeat that one more time so that you get it. Most people's lives are nothing more than the past unfolding once again. What do I mean by that? Well, first of all, psychology tells us that 95% of what you do is driven by your unconscious mind. 95%. And so that means that you are on unconscious autopilot. 95% of the things that you do, remember I asked you earlier, why do you do what you do? Why do you want what you want? Well, 95%, according to psychology, is purely unconscious. So you don't know why you want what you want. You don't know why you do, what you feel, because it's unconscious. And if it was conscious, you'd be aware of it, but you can't be aware of something you're unconscious of. You follow me on this? And so most people's present is nothing more than an unfolding of the past. And what that means is that you are running on unconscious autopilot. That means that you made some decisions. You had some experiences all the way back in your early life. And those experiences are buried in your unconscious, particularly if they're unresolved emotional issues, and they're unfolding in your life again and again and again and again. At some point in time in your early life, probably before 13 years of age or younger, you had some experiences and they made an impact on you, and so consequently those now you're completely unconscious of, and yet the past is driving the present. The reason you don't like certain things, the reason that you like certain things, the reason that you do certain things, the reason that you feel certain things is not about the external stimulus. It's not about the external experience. 95% of it is about what you were way back when and how you interpreted that way back when. Do you follow me on this? I know it's a little complicated, but when you get it, it's life-changing. Because most people think they have freedom of choice. Most people think they do what they do because they choose to do it. The fact is, that's not true. The fact is that most people's present is a re-unfolding of the past. Why do you believe certain things about certain groups of people? Why do you believe certain things about certain religious beliefs? Why do you believe certain things about how the world works or how it should work? The reality is, it's not because you are thinking clearly in the present, you're taking the past and how you've been programmed and you're applying it to the present. Does that make sense to you? And so to really break free, to really be a free being, a sovereign being, is to be able to think clearly, to think innovatively, and true thinking is instantaneous. What most people call thinking is nothing more than a regurgitation of an old program. Are you following me on this? And so thank you, Kunjul. Hopefully I said that right. And so consequently, for you to be truly free, what you have to do is break the chains of the past. You have to become consciously aware of them first. So the number one job that you and I have to develop our true freedom is to make the unconscious conscious. When you make the unconscious conscious, now you know why you're doing what you're doing. Now you know what you're dealing with. And once you make the unconscious conscious, then you have the ability to say, hey, this serves me and that doesn't serve me. This was true way back when, but this is no longer true anymore. You know, what worked for me when I was 13 doesn't really work for me when I'm 30, 40, 50. Are you with me on this? Now, this is not just theory. You know, Dr. Morris Massey has done massive research on why we do what we do. And he said that most people lock in their decision making and their values at about 13 years of age. And they very rarely, if ever, change over the rest of their lifetime. And so what that means is that you and I are interacting with people every single day that are in bodies that are 30 years old, 40 years old, 50, 60, maybe older. And yet they're 13 inside. How about you? Can you really tell me why you value certain things? Can you really tell me why you believe certain things? And before you can quickly answer yes, then just be real honest with yourself, because there's no value in lying to yourself. And so, once again, to truly break free, to truly lead your own life, to have happiness and fulfillment and wealth, which equals well-being, you have to break the chains of the past. I hope that makes sense to you. And it takes work. It takes focus. It takes commitment. It takes discipline. And yet, if this makes sense to you, then I'd love to help you, because I've devoted my entire life to this work. I've worked on myself since I was 18 years old, which is a long, long time. And I'm still working on myself, because the journey never ends. And so if you would like to really transform your life, if you would like to make 2022 your best year ever, if you are committed to doing what it takes to become truly free and to break the chains of the past, then let us help you. My wife Bersabeh and I have a group that gets together, and as a member, all our members get together every Thursday night, live via Zoom. It's called the Art of Alchemy. And why alchemy? Because alchemy is about transmutation. Alchemy is about taking what appears to be trash and turning it into treasure, turning it into something completely different. It's about taking the past and breaking the chains and turning it into power. And so if you'd like to do this for yourself, we'd love to have you join our community. It's very affordable, and we'll plug you into a group of growth-minded individuals who get together every Thursday night live via Zoom. And it's not like a live here. It is live, but you can interact with me and my wife, Bersabeh, live. You can ask our questions. You're on camera. We're on camera. And you get a special email. You can submit questions if you like. You can ask them live in the session. Every Thursday night, we get together at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And it doesn't matter where you are in the world. If you happen to miss a session, or if that's not a great time for you, we have people all around the world who are members, and we record all of the sessions, so you get the replays for as long as you're a member. So anyway, I won't belabor the point, but if you're interested, we'd love to have you in our community. Love to support you, love to help you develop the ability to break free, to truly become a modern day alchemist. All you got to do is go to our bio here on Instagram, click the link in the drop down menu, and go to store. And the Art of Alchemy is the first thing that comes up. We'd love to have you as a member. We look forward. If you go there now, it'll take less than $25 and a credit card to become a member, and you can join us Thursday night. God bless you. Thanks so much for your time. We look forward to getting together with you and plugging you into a powerful community of growth-minded individuals on Thursday. Have a masterful day.